Welcome back, all of the amazing Cancers. This is going to be your September message. My channel. Welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. If you are back to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I am truly grateful for each and every single one of you. I want to remind you, Cancer, that this is going to be a general reading. So it's not going to resonate with every single Cancer out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. So without further ado, Cancer, let's go ahead and dive right into your September message. So Cancer, we are going to shuffle these oracle cards and start with your oracle cards first and see what information Spirit has for you this month. Absolutely am ready. Okay. We have one that fell on the floor, so I am going to grab that for you real quick. And you got peace. So peace is going to be your first card for this month. And this is a really beautiful card. It's a bridge. I feel that what this is saying for you, Cancer, is that you're needing to find some time to find a little bit of peace in your life. You could be experiencing a very difficult time right now, Cancer, where you're experiencing maybe some sorrow, some sadness, some difficulty, and you're needing just some time to sort of find a little bit of peace within yourself. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So with the peace card, it is a 31, which reduces to a 4. And 4 is all about our sense of security and a foundation that we have for ourselves. The one thing I'm actually picking up, something I'm really sensing here, Cancer, with the peace card, is that I feel that what this is saying is that you need to really focus on inner peace. A very big, deep sense of peace within yourself. It could be that maybe things just aren't very clear. And I say that because you might be experiencing things that are making you feel very overwhelmed. And a lot of times when we feel very overwhelmed, we don't have a really good sense of clarity. Things just sort of seem cloudy to us. I say that because when you really focus on this card, you'll notice how everything around it sort of seems a little blurry, like it's not truly focused. And because she is under the bridge, right? And to me, it's really wanting you to focus inwardly, to really find deep inner peace. You could be really struggling emotionally here, Cancer. That brings up another very big point, because the heart of your reading here is create a sacred space. Now, that is a 32, which is a 5. And creating a sacred space is really about finding a space that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel truly, authentically you. It's a place that you can be yourself in without needing to put on a mask, without needing to feel like you're needing to meet other people's expectations. But it's also about understanding here that this is what you need to change, because maybe you're not actually giving enough time to yourself here, Cancer. Maybe you are really giving and giving and giving, and you're putting all of your energy and efforts. Maybe you're putting all your coins into one single basket and you're not leaving anything else for you. And understand that when this happens, that is when you feel so disconnected and you can be very overwhelmed by emotions and have, sometimes some people feel it as anxiety or stress or sadness. And that's because you're not really connected to yourself, to your true inner divinity self, right? The last card you have here is the Visionary, which is awake. And it says, with an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. So again, I feel like what this is really saying is that you need to find time for yourself, Cancer. And you really need to really start focusing on maybe meditating. Maybe some of you actually need to seek out, a counselor or a therapist, someone that can help you truly clear out the noise that's going on in your mind and help you see things a little bit clearer, to sort of give you a different perspective of what is actually transpiring in your life. Because again, when you're not connected to yourself, what I call it actually, Cancer, what I actually call it is, I call it, it's a disconnection of your inner truth, which means that your compass is not pointing true north. Your compass is pointing in every direction but north. And your true north is you. And sometimes this happens with individuals who see themselves through the eyes of other people, which means that, you could be a chameleon. You could change yourself, your language, your characteristics, your behavior, your patterns, to accommodate other individuals. And you do this so often that you have no recollection or idea of who you really are. And that is what can often make you feel very disconnected, very unsure, okay? And I feel for you, Cancer, what this is saying is that now is the time for you to make yourself a priority. You need to come first. You need to really set aside time for yourself to do the things that you want to do. Really ask yourself, when people invite you somewhere or they want you to participate in something and you're not feeling it, honor that. Because that is listening to your inner self. That is listening to your true north. So I really feel this is really about you needing to connect to your higher self, because by doing that, by setting aside time for you to connect to that inner guidance within you and connecting to that inner voice, you will be able to sort of have a bigger picture, a bigger perspective of what's going on in your life. And it won't make you feel like you're stressed out or like you're anxious or like you're out of control, because you'll have a better understanding. You'll be able to see the bigger picture. So let's go ahead and dive right into the tarot here, Cancer. I really want to point out, I keep hearing this in my head. Cancer, if this is you and you really are going through a lot emotionally, you need to seek out a counselor or a therapist, a healing coach, some sort of a coach that can help you process your emotions, that can help you connect to your higher self. You really need this. I cannot stress this enough, because they keep telling me, like, I keep hearing it in my head. And there's a reason. When I keep hearing it, it's because this is sort of like a top priority. This is something that needs to be addressed. And I keep saying it because maybe there's someone out there that really needs to hear this. And this is probably not the first time you've heard it. So you're needing to hear it again. Do we want this reversed? Yes. Okay. All right. So we're starting out with the Seven of Cups here. Now, the Seven of Cups is all about choice. But what I want to point out here is that a seven is a sacred number, and it's all about reflection. It's all about sort of taking a step back and really allowing ourselves to ask ourselves, what do I really want? And then making conscious choices that will allow us to feel more connected to our sense of self, okay? The Seven of Cups is all about choice. It's about choices and it's about opportunities. Now, I feel that you're being presented with multiple options or multiple things this month that is going to overwhelm you even more, especially when you don't have a sense of connection to your inner self, okay? I feel that whenever you're presented with so many choices and so many options, it gets very overwhelming because you're like, I don't want to make the wrong choice. But when you are connected to your higher self, when you're connected to that inner self, making choices like this is a piece of cake. Because you know that no matter what choice you make, it's going to always lead you where you want to go. It's always going to show you the right answer because you're connected. You can hear it clearly. There's nothing else clouding that vision or that hearing or clouding what's going on. Now, the Three of Wands here is in reversed, which really tells me here, Cancer, that you've lost all sense of faith that you can even have the life or the dream that you want. I also feel that you're not really putting forth much effort into yourself. I want to point out that this month is really going to be a month where you need to really care for yourself. You need to really focus on yourself. I feel that whatever choices you are making this month, they need to be made for you. Is it something you want to do? Is it something that makes you happy? If you're not feeling it, don't do it. Don't make any decisions this month that benefit someone else. This is all about you this month. I feel that you don't put enough time and energy into yourself because I feel like you might not feel that you're worthy enough of it. And this is the reason why things have felt so stagnant for you, why things have sort of felt like they're not moving. And that's just because you're not taking action towards it, okay? Now, the Six of Swords, this is in the heart of your reading, and the Six of Swords is really a rite of passage. I feel that right now, because September is a 9-month, this is understanding that everything now has to come to an end, and you're being presented with an opportunity to have a new life. The Six of Swords is you choosing to get on a boat and leave everything else behind and start over. That means that there are certain things you're going to have to let go. And it means that where you are going, it's going to feel so uncomfortable because everything has to start over. Everything has to start fresh. And understanding that for you, that is connecting to your higher self, that is listening to your heart's wisdom, you following your heart's desire and doing what is best for you. That is like so much unfamiliar territory for you, Cancer, because you're so much of a giver that you want to make other people happy, that you forget to make yourself happy. And so this Six of Swords is really you needing to balance out that energy and really remind yourself that, you know what, I come first. And I have to be able to give to myself first before I could then disperse anything else to someone else. The King of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Okay, the King of Cups is really about honoring his emotions and following his heart. A King of Cups doesn't care what's going on around him or things that are outside of him. The only thing he cares about is what's going on inside him, deep within him. And I feel for you, Cancer, this is about the turmoil and the disconnect that you feel inwardly, inside, internally, right? This is where you're needing to wake up to the fact that you have a choice here. You can choose to seek out the help and the guidance to help you feel connected, or you can choose to stay where you are. Now, understand that if you choose to stay where you are, you're going to continue to fight this battle, this mental battle, and this inner conflict deep within yourself that's going to make things feel very chaotic and very stressful. Or you can choose to rise above this situation and listen to your heart and follow your heart and do what you know is required of you so that you can cut out all of the BS that has been clouding your vision and clouding your mind for so long. This Knight of Swords is all about taking charge. And I feel you need to take charge of the situation. If you want change in your life, that change has to start with you. You making yourself a top priority. You taking the first step, being the first one to initiate action so that you can start having the life that you want. So let's go ahead and draw one more card here, Cancer, and see what other information Spirit has for you. Okay. So we have crossing into the light. Okay, this is a new path. This is a new journey. This is you walking away from the darkness and the shadow and into the light. Because this is where new beginnings will take shape. Today, I face a new bridge that I must cross on my journey to inner transformation. Today, like every day, I will practice the laws of universal love. Thus, I will deal with the current situation in a positive way so that I continue to grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge on my way towards the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life. I have to tell you, Cancer, these cards are the messages of life. And so far, I have done 3 videos for the collective. And each time that I have pulled a card from that particular deck to end the reading, they have been so on point. And yours is no different, Cancer. I feel that what you're really needing to do this month is to focus on you. You need to choose this new bridge into this new life. You need to start loving yourself, honoring yourself, doing what is best for you. And my ear is ringing right now, so I feel that that is a sign that someone out there needs to really hear me. I need you to understand, Cancer, whatever you're going through, know that you're not going through it alone. Know that you are deeply loved by your guides, your angels, and your ancestors. If you need help, please seek the help that you need. I want to thank you so much, Cancer, for being here with me, for listening to this beautiful message, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.